Hello everyone, I'm Inverse,
And
and welcome to what could possibly be our final part of our Doki Doki Literature Club playthrough.
here's hoping.
In the in the previous part, Monica kind of hijacked the entire game and tried to make us permanently stuck with us forever, but we went ahead and literally deleted her from the game. Then she kind of had an existential crisis on us, and then just went and just decided to
Delete
stay
yourself?
deleted.
Yeah.
Also, Yuri stabbed herself, so that was definitely a thing.
Yeah, that's a thing.
And Natsuki made it out alive by some miracle.
Yeah.
So I'm not quite sure what exactly they could do after all of that. So I guess the only thing we could do is just hit new game and see what it gives us.
Oh, shouldn't we have loaded our game?
Oh, all the save files get deleted.
Oh.
It's an ordinary school day like any other. As usual, I'm surrounded by couples and friend groups walking to school together. I always tell myself it's about time I meet some girls or something like that.
Hey, Benjo.
Well, there already is one girl. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. We used to walk to school together every day, and recently we've picked up that habit once again.
Benjo, are you proud of me?
If for what?
You know, for waking up on time.
Well, you've been doing that for a while now.
Uh-huh. But you never even said anything about it. Even though we walk to school together every day.
Well, yeah, I always thought it was implied. It's embarrassing to say out loud.
Come on, please. It's good motivation.
Fine. I'm proud of you, Sayori. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute.
By the way, Benjaro, have you decided on what club to join yet?
A club? I told you already, I'm really not. I start to say what I always do, but I'm not interested in joining any clubs. But something tells me Sayori would take more offense to that now. After all, how could I tell her that clubs are a waste of time when she's starting a club of her very own? Actually, yeah. I think I've decided on a club.
Really? Which one, tell me?
I think I'll keep it a surprise.
Ooh, you're a meanie.
Be patient, you'll find out soon enough. I used to ask myself why I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl. But I started to realize that, in a way, I envy her. When Sayori puts her mind to something, she can accomplish great things. So that's why I feel like I should do something special for her. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stand up gathering my motivation. Let's see. I recall the room number from the club from a flyer I saw. I walk across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit. Before long, I find the room. I timidly open the door in front of me. Hello?
Ah! Benjaro? What are you doing in here?
Well, I glance around the room.
Huh? So you're that Benjaro Sayori's always talking about.
Thank you for stopping by. It's a pleasure to meet you, Benjaro. We're the Literature Club. I hope you enjoy your visit.
Oh, come on, Yuri. No need to be so formal. He's gonna think we're like really strict or something.
Sorry, Natsuki. The tall one, whose name is apparently Yuri, seems to be quite shy compared to the others. In comparison, the girl named Natsuki, despite her size, seems like the assertive one. Well, it's nice to meet both of you. I look forward to working with you.
Working? Ninjaro, don't tell me. You're...
That's right. The club I've decided to join is yours, Sayori. The Literature Club. Sayori's eyes light up.
No way! No way!
Sayori wrapped her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey.
Well, if Sayori is happy, then I'm sure it won't be so bad to have you around.
Not to mention there's 4 of us now. That means we can become an officially recognized club.
I don't know what to say. We have to celebrate!
What an appropriate day for that, isn't it?
Yeah. After all, Natsuki decided to... Don't ruin the surprise. Sorry. Everyone sit down at the table, okay?
How about I make some tea as well? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, a tray in hand.
Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Wow!
Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little
Oh,
cats.
that's so cute.
It would be nice to actually see those.
I know, I want to see the fluffy cat cupcakes too.
It is also really nice to see Sayori again.
Yes,
I
alive.
I actually started to miss her. The whiskers are drawn with icing and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears.
So cute!
Wow, those look amazing.
Well, you know, just hurry and take one.
Sayori grabs one first, then I follow.
It's delicious.
Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get the icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around with my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki.
Oh, well, of course it is. I'm a pro after all. There's no need to thank me for anything.
As Natsuki struggles to accept the compliment, Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess.
Already trying to impress our new member, huh, Yuri?
That's not... Insulted Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know, I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. I personally cannot agree with the main character here because I don't drink tea. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. So Ninjaro, what kind of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga. I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seemed so reserved and timid since the moment she walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. You know, I like a lot of things. Don't feel intimidated if you don't read much, okay? I'm certain we can find something that we have in common.
Hey, Yuri.
It?
Well, what about, the first thing he said?
Manga? That's right. Natsuki tends to read manga in the club room.
Don't say just that.
For some reason, Natsuki seems embarrassed about it.
Besides, manga is literature too, So if Benjaro wanted to read some of my manga, then you don't try to stop him or anything.
Natsuki, I wouldn't do such a thing. However, it could also be nice for us to diversify ourselves a little. He can take this opportunity to try something new as well. Wouldn't you agree, Benjaro?
Maybe.
Sensing attention, Sayori jumps in.
Maybe we can all just try something new. I think it could be fun. And we'll all get to know each other just a little bit better too. I mean, that's the kind of thing a literature club should do, right?
I don't disagree or anything.
Yeah, you're right as usual, President. Guess that means I should try picking up a novel or something, huh?
Well, that would make two of us. I wouldn't mind doing that if I'm not the only one.
Then as for you, Yuri.
It? I have to read manga?
Ha, jeez. You're the one who suggested we diversify. You should be a little more open-minded. That's kind of hurtful.
Hurtful? I didn't realize. With a guilty expression, Yuri thinks to herself. I'm sorry for disrespecting your interest, Natsuki. If you're into it, then I'm sure it's a worthy form of literature.
Are you just saying that?
No. I've realized my error. So if you're willing to consider starting a novel, then I'll offer my gratitude by finding a manga to read as well.
Really? I mean, that makes me happy that you would do that for me, Yuri. You can trust me to find something that you're really gonna like, okay?
Same here. Perhaps I'll visit the bookstore after the club meeting.
Just you?
Would you like to come along with me?
If you don't mind.
Not at all. I always go alone, so...
Yeah, me too. This is so cute!
Sayori, shut up.
I'll show you some manga there too, okay?
Yes. I look forward to it. Natsuki and Yuri start to clean up the food.
I guess this meeting is over, huh?
Yeah, looks like it. It's nice to see everyone getting along.
Isn't it? And I think everyone likes you too, Benjaro.
You think so? Well, everyone always seems to get along a little better with you around Sayori.
Aw, Benjaro. Don't say something like that. That's embarrassing me.
Well, whatever. I was surprised when you told me you were starting a club. But I think you're pulling it off just fine.
We're gonna make this the best club ever. Now that you've joined, every day is going to be so much fun. Hey, Benjara, I really want to thank you. I mean, I'm really happy that you joined the club and everything. But the truth is, I already knew you were going to. There's something else. I wanted to thank you for getting rid of Monica. That's right. I know everything that she did. Maybe it's because I'm the president now, but I really know everything, Benjara. And I know how hard you tried to make everyone happy. I know all about the awful things Monica did to make everyone really sad. But none of that matters anymore. It's just us now. And you made me the happiest girl in the whole world. I can't wait to spend every day like this.
Okay, I feel like I might want to take back about wanting to see Sayori come back.
Yeah, right. With you. I think she's demon possessed. Forever and ever and ever. For all, ever. Okay. Eh? What's happening? Ooh. It hurts. Ah!
Can you hear me? Hi, it's me. So I've been like practicing piano and stuff, and not really any good at it yet, like at all. But I wrote a song, and I was hoping that I could show it to you, as I worked really, really hard on it. So yeah. Every day I imagine a future where I can be with you.
So I guess there is kind of voice acting in this game
In
then?
my hand is a pen that'll write a poem of me and you.
Piano playing sounds okay to me.
Leaf flows down into the cold puddle. Just move your hand right the way into his heart. But in this world of infinite choices, what will it take just to find that special day? What will it take just to find that special day? Have I found everybody a fun assignment to do today?
So was Sayori, did Sayori become a bad guy then?
I don't know, or was that just Monica possessing her body? I don't know.
Was this whole game just a dream? This was really just like an anti-drug LSD message the entire time?
Yeah, they're getting rid of everybody. Let's see who's left.
I think these were all the images that we ended up not seeing in the game.
Oh no, we saw that. Remember we were freaked out?
Yeah, I remember that one. I remember that one too.
Does my pen
I think all the ones that are in color are the ones that we ended up seeing.
Oh god.
is it wrong if I take your is it wrong? That's
I remember seeing that because that was definitely the saddest out of all the parts. It would be funny if she didn't believe herself. So I guess this is what Monica's actual voice would sound like?
Yes.
This is my final goodbye to the Literature Club. I finally understand the Literature Club is truly a place where no happiness can be found. To the very end, it continued to expose innocent minds to a horrific reality, a reality that our world is not designed to comprehend. I can't let any of my friends undergo that same hellish empathy. For the time it lasted, I want to thank you for making all of my dreams come true, for being a friend to all of the club members, and most of all, thank you for being a part of my Literature Club. With everlasting love, Monica. Well, I guess that was the end of the game then. That was definitely, I had a feeling this game wouldn't have been able to end without some sort of, like,
Weirdness.
weird trippiness happening. So I guess the moral of the story is that if you're gonna go and be asked if to join a literature club, I guess you just say no. Otherwise, you're gonna end up going through a lot of stuff, and lots of people are gonna die.
Not every literature club is going to be like this nut job.
But yeah, I guess that's pretty much all that we can really do at the in this game. There are some other things that are like extras in this specific version, but for now, I think the main game gave us quite the
This
experience.
This lasted forever. I'm like ready to be done with it and move on with our lives.
Overall, I thought it was pretty fun. It was nice trying to come up with voices for each of the characters. Again, I'll still never understand why I decided to give Yuri a southern voice.
A southern man accent.
Especially considering the point where she stabs herself, having her have that voice seems kinda
funny.
Yeah,
I do declare I've stabbed myself.
Yeah, so, yeah, overall, I thought, again, I thought this game was pretty fun. It was bizarre, but it was really fun, especially
It
for
was beautifully drawn.
Yeah, the artwork was really nice. They put a lot of effort into it, and there was definitely a lot of stuff that I was definitely not expecting. So, yeah, I hope you all enjoyed this playthrough here of Doki Doki Literature Club. And until we see you all next time with whatever it is we decide to play, I'm Ben Contreras.
And I'm Mama.
And until next time, bye.
Adios.